If you wonder why your writing scores in the PT exam never improve, despite practicing hundreds of questions, thousands of questions, and you do get top scores on the different AI platforms that we have available, but not in the real exam. On top of it, the PT exam was recently updated with the user interface changes. So in this video, we are going to tackle all these challenges along with the UI changes in a positive manner so that you can get to your desired scores in the PT writing module. So we will share with you 10 secrets related to PT writing and how you can get to your target scores. Like and subscribe and let's watch it till the end to find out what they are. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. I hope you all are doing perfect today. If you follow the proper techniques, then no matter whatever PT changes in its exam, whether it's AI, whether it's user interface, it's not going to affect your techniques and you will always score perfect. So we will start unlocking the secrets one by one today. But before that, I would like to tell you, if you do need close assistance related to the PT training, do WhatsApp us. We do provide PT training. Lots and lots of our students who have sought assistance from us and the training from us are getting perfect scores in the writing and in other modules as well. And for those of you who just need little assistance, little help, there are several memberships that also we offer. Prediction files in the YouTube Priority membership, as well as vocabulary list, spelling list, grammar ebook, exclusive videos, and the prediction files as well in the YouTube VIP membership. So just see how much ever help you need and you have to select according to that. But we can promise you one thing, that if you just watch the videos, we have had several viewers and subscribers who were able to pass just by watching the videos and everything that we tell them, teach them. So let's start revealing the secrets related to the writing module. The first one, a common delusion, common misconception among the students is about the mark distribution. Often they come and tell me, and I forgot to cover the email part as well, but this is similar to essay writing. So what I was telling you, the misconception, you think that I didn't do well in the essay or summarize written text, which are part of the writing module, logically thinking. But what you don't know, that your writing scores come from a lot more modules than just these two. And then you will think that, oh, this template is not working. That template is not working. So what you keep on doing is just switching the templates, switching the templates offered by the different people on the internet and the YouTube, and you keep on blaming them. But the real thing is, the real problem is that this is only the third most contributor to your writing scores. The first contributor is write from dictation, which is a listening task, but you get a lot of marks for your writing module from there, around 30 to 40 marks. Same thing with reading, writing, fill in the blanks. Why does it say writing? Because it also gives you marks for your writing, again around 25 to 30 points. Okay, I'm not calculating this out of 90 score, so don't just keep on adding and make it 90. These points are added together and converted to a 90 score. So understand it that way. And this listening fill in the blanks, I keep on telling you, we keep on giving you the spelling playlist. Why? Because we want you to improve in these two areas, listening fill in the blanks and write from dictation, a perfect combination to boost your writing scores as well as your listening scores. So again, 10 to 15 marks from this, and essays and emails will roughly contribute to you in between 15 to 30 marks depending on how many questions you get. Now, normally the trend is only one essay you get, but recently we have seen people who have also got two essays. It is all part of the game, how the algorithm calculates the time and distribution. It will still finish the exam in 2 hours. Okay, so other questions will be reduced if you get some other questions incremented. Summarize spoken text, another listening task, also gives you 10 to 20 points. Per question, 10 points is contributed to your listening and to your writing as well. So if you get two of them, then it will contribute 20 points for both of these modules. And the least one that contributes to your writing scores is summarize written text, only 7 points. Depending on how many you get, 7 to 14 you get from this particular question. So now if you understand the mark distribution, where you need to focus, you know what to do. Okay, so don't just blame on your templates. Your grammar also needs to be improved, of course, if you want to do well in your writing scores. So now that we know the priority and the sequence of how you receive the marks, let's look at each of the important ones. The second secret is how you can get more marks in write from dictation. The first thing is, because it is a listening activity, you do need to improve your listening powers, and you have to listen to the audios every single day, the podcast, the For our live class students, we provide to them around 80-90 audio files recorded on various themes, various native accents to train them in their listening. And they do it every single day and they improve a lot. For the free viewers, you have to rely on the internet. Just search like a podcast like betteratenglish.com. That can also help you, but you have to find out yourself. Documentaries, Netflix, don't look at the subtitles, listen to it. In the exam, we don't want you to go there and start guessing which word was said. You have to understand the audio as well. That is also very much required in write from dictation. Some people say visualize it. Some people say understand it. And then in the end, understanding, visualization, everything helps you to grasp what was spoken, isn't it? So that's what you need to do. Understand. Don't stress about which words were spoken, because that means that your listening skills are not ready yet. And that's why you suffer in the exam. So increase the listening abilities. Listening is the topmost contributor to many modules. Writing as well as speaking is also dependent on your listening skills. So improve your listening today. And what we do for write from dictation, once we hear the audio, we'll play an audio for you as well. And then we'll also talk about the extra words. So what we do is we understand the audio. That only happens after you improve your listening powers. You improve it, you understand what was said, then try to understand it in phrases, break it down into phrases or chunking, because it's easier to remember in phrases rather than words. And then the third step is you write down the initials. We'll do the whole thing now. Write down the initials. Initials means first letter of each of the word that you remember. Okay, because after the audio finishes, you can note it down before you try to write down the whole sentence. And then extra words we'll talk to you about when we show you the question. So let's hear the audio first carefully.
In the next project, you will need to present all the different news items.
Okay, so you heard the audio, and now let's see how we attempt this question. The text given was, in the next project, you will need to present all the different news items, sorry. Then what did I tell you? Understand it. In the next project, you will be needed to, or you will need to, grammar will help, you will need to present all the different news items. Okay, so that's what I heard. I memorize it a couple of times and then I write down all the initial. In the next project, quickly, while remembering, while revising, you will need to present all the different news items, and then I go to expand that. So it will help me to retain more. It will help me to reproduce what I heard more. So I'm not going to miss any single word that I heard if I do this. But first you have to listen, remember, revise, then follow this. Don't straight away start noting down the initials. And then you expand it. And see, extra words have been used here. Present, presents. Don't write the same word twice. Present, presents. If you're not sure what was heard, was it present or was it present? If you're not sure about some spellings like different, or if you're not sure whether it was new or news. So for extra words, nowadays, if you write a lot of extra words, the AI will know what you have done. So a 10-word sentence can't have 50 words or 25 words when you write it down. So that means you are trying to cheat, and that's what triggers the penalty on you. So you don't write too many extra words, 3 to 4 on the safe side. Okay, and grammar can also help you to determine what words were heard. You will need to present or presents. After to, we all know it is always verb 1 in most scenarios, isn't it? 99% of the time. So presents is not something that grammatically is coming. So instead of extra word, I can rely on the grammar to help me there. The different new items or news items. Different, it's a spelling, something that we cover in our spelling videos. Monthly we publish that. Of course, if you are a VIP member, or if you join the VIP member, we extract that monthly spelling list for you collectively for write from dictation and listening fill in the blanks. So depending on how much effort you want to put, or if you want it ready-made, then you have to get the memberships. But of course, you can still rely on the monthly videos that we publish. There is a whole playlist dedicated on spellings and vocabulary. Go through it last 6 months at least, because the words from last 6 months, before 6 months also start repeating. And we have noticed that in the questions. So that's how you attempt the most important question that is related to your writing scores. And that is the secret number 2. The secret number 3 is related to listening fill in the blanks. It's such an easy thing and still people fail. Why? Because first thing, listening is not ready yet. So same thing what I asked you to do for write from dictation, you have to boost up your listening abilities first. And then what will help? Spellings, absolutely spellings. Because in this question, we don't need to understand the meaning of the audio. We just need to understand the words, what were spoken. So spellings, very, very important. Again, the spellings vocab and the vocab playlist that we have is going to help you monthly. And if you want the whole list, as I told you before, you need to get the VIP membership. Spelling list, vocabulary list, monthly updated with the latest one, whatever is coming in the exam. A much needed boost for the desperate students. So see what you need. The next thing, grammar will help you. Context can also help you to get the answers. Let's listen to the recording and then let's see 4 blanks, how many you are able to get it right. And then I will tell you how to use the grammar, how to use the context to improve the chances.
Giant exoplanets, like the so-called hot Jupiters, that are similar in characteristics to the solar system's biggest planet and orbit very close to their host stars, are excellent targets for astronomers in their search for their extrasolar worlds. The size and proximity of these planets is easy to detect as they create a large decrease in brightness when passing in front of their parent stars.
Okay, so you heard the audio. You can rewind it and listen to it again. But what we need to do here is spellings and hearing should be very, very tight and very, very accurate and precise. Sometimes the audio can be faster for listening fill in the blanks, and majority, most of the time, half of the audios will be in moderate to high speed. So you have to be accustomed to listening to faster audios as well. So that is something very much required for you, both for write from dictation and listening fill in the blanks. Now the first one, in characteristics, very clearly spoken. If you just listen carefully, you will understand. Biggest planet, we are talking about solar system, Jupiter, so context is giving you hint. This is not plant that I heard, it's planet, right? And are excellent targets for astronomers. Astronomer or astronomers, how context can help you in their search, not his or hers search, in their, suggesting you that it's a plural word, astronomers. So grammar again is going to help you. And the third one, and the last one, sorry, easy to detect, not detects. Again, same grammar concepts what we have been using for reading, writing, every single place is also helping you here. Very, very apparent, very, very clear to you. To detects. Even though you heard detects, the grammar is not allowing you to use that word, because after to, it can't be a plural verb, just verb 1. To do something, to go, to play, to eat, not to eats. Okay, grammatically wrong. So if it is a verb, has to be in singular form over here. So that's how grammar can boost your scores. Context can help you understand what was said, like planet or plant. So again, astronomers or astronomer, detect or detects. Absolutely, just try to use them in the difficult questions and then you will surely do one step nicer than what you were doing before. The third thing or the fourth secret related to reading, writing, fill in the blanks, which absolutely contributes to your writing scores, is no secret now. Okay. What is required for reading, writing vocabulary, and that's why we stress a little bit too much on reading part. You can see our videos, how solid techniques we have shared with you for reading, fill in the blanks, for reading, writing, fill in the blanks, and so many students have increased their scores tremendously. Every single day, I get a comment on the YouTube channel thanking me for the videos, for the techniques, and then they have been able to improve their scores. Some people, they need more help, more guidance, so they join our live classes, or some people just need little help, so they just join membership to get the word lists and templates, etc., whatever we offer. Joining the live classes, we also get a chance to interact with you and then observe what problems you have, so we can ask you to focus where and how to do that. That's what live classes are, right? But otherwise, video is a one-way communication. I am telling you, if you follow or not, it's up to you, but definitely it works. Context is what you comprehend, understand the meaning. Vocabulary is what you understand the meaning of the words and how to use them. That's what the vocabulary list will do for you. Not just the word and the meaning, the type of the word and the collocation and preposition based collocation. You will see nowadays most of the reading, writing, fill in the blanks, even reading, fill in the blanks will have some kind of prepositions before or after the blank. You can observe if you already have the prediction file, or even from the free websites that show you some latest exam questions. You can see this pattern. So what are we talking about? What does the context tell you? What does the grammar tell you? Collectively, we have to use all the concepts together to solve it, and only one answer will be correct that will satisfy all this criteria. So without access to chemical fertilizers, medieval farmers developed and relied heavily on the systems of crop rotation to dash the health of their arable land. To do what? We are talking about crop and rotation. So what are we talking about? Observe, grade, preserve or shrug. What is the meaning telling you? Relied heavily on the system of crop rotation to preserve the health of the arable land. To dash, to verb 1. All are verb 1s here. So grammar has played its part just to make sure all are verb 1. But what is making sense? Shrug, shrug off is a collocation or shrug out. Grade, we are not talking about grading, neither we are talking about observing. Health, health, you preserve the health of the land so we can cultivate again and again. Exactly what it is saying here. This agrarian practice was essential for sustaining the ever-growing population of medieval Europe. So they need to preserve the land's health so that it can reproduce or grow more crops effectively. Crop rotation involved the cyclic dash of different types of crop on the same plot of land over several seasons for years. What is it saying? Cyclic. Depletion means going down, something bad. Repetition, cyclic is already meaning repetition. So another redundancy. We don't use same words again and again. Mocking, not talking about mock. We are talking about agriculture, cultivation. So cyclic cultivation of different type of crops on the same plot. Several seasons, that's what it is. What did we do? Use the grammar. Yes, not always helpful in reading, writing, fill in the blanks. But yes, many times it does. But vocabulary and context will play its role. And that is very, very important. And that can be covered only with a lot of reading practice and improving your vocabulary. So get the vocabulary list or watch the vocabulary videos to boost yourself. Because many times what happens when students go to the exam, they don't know the meaning of the words, how to use those words, and they are just blank and they are just guessing. So you don't want to be there when you are guessing. You will not know how you performed in the exam, and the results will be like similar every attempt that you give. It will not improve. The next secret is related to the essay writing. Yes, in essay writing, you have to stop one keyword templates. Despite what some of the YouTubers are promising you, you can still put topic, and you can still get marks, not more than 60. Luckily, if you have used something new which the Pearson does not know that this is a new template, you may be able to cross 65, but not beyond that. Absolutely not. It's just a sheer luck, and it's very, very chances that you are taking. So you always have to rely on structural templates that allow you to write, like the ones we have suggested. If you have not watched our recent video on essay writing, or all the templates in one video that we shared with you, do go and watch that. Explore it in our channel. The latest one has the latest techniques which are still working perfectly, and I always advise you some tips to change some words here and there to make the template unique for yourself. So then nothing will help. So this is where 50-50 rule comes into play. What is 50-50 rule is, let the template do half of the job. The remaining half of the job is dependent on you. So what is required for that is grammar and spellings. These two are very, very strict in your writing scores. Okay, don't just see that spelling is only 2 points, grammar is only 2 points, but if your essay is full of grammar and spelling mistakes, your essay scores will drop a lot. So that's what happens. People make grammatical mistakes thinking only 2 points for grammar, right? So maximum I can still get is 13 out of 15, but that's not the case. Your scores drop below 10, below 5 or 6, something like that, if your essay is full of grammar mistakes. And the new exam change. What the new exam change they have given is the writing space. This I showed to you in the PT exam changes for June 2025, very recent video that we published. This writing space, the student suggested, I showed this in the last video as well, but this part of the video was hidden behind me. So maybe you were not able to see that. So we are fixing that mistake in this time. You will be able to see something like this at the corner, which allows you to click and drag and expand the writing space. So this is not a problem anymore. Writing space, even though you see 3 lines, You can drag it and expand it and increase it. Okay. So that was something, if some of you have missed out from the last video, I'm just showing it to you again. This is not a problem and related to the changes of the user interface, you are still able to fix it. Okay, no problem at all. But don't go back to one keyword templates. They have stopped working. They will not work again. The next thing is again summarize spoken text, secret number 6. Once again, one keyword templates, or the lecture was about keyword, keyword, keyword. Again, those kind of templates will not work for you. If you want, you will take chances, maybe 50 score you can get, but it will not. Again, you can use the structural templates with the 50-50 rule, stressing on the importance of grammar and spellings. And there was a very recent video, it became quite appreciative by our viewers, where I showed you a simple technique using subject, verb, object. Whatever you note down the notes from the audio, and then you use it, and that results in no grammar errors. Try that out, it will work wonders for you, absolutely. Again, explore it on our channel. Summarize spoken text video. The video thumbnail will be shown here, so it will be relatable for you, and we can also put the link in the description for you. The next thing is summarize written text. Now, copy paste technique is a very popular technique in summarize written text, we all know. Templates is also something we use, our live class students as well use, and many of our viewers also use. What we do over here and what advantage we have over here over the copy paste technique is that it allows us to pick up the keywords from the passage that is given to us. So if you use copy paste, you have to select multiple sentences, and it says first sentence from the first paragraph, first sentence from the second paragraph, third sentence from the third paragraph, and put conjunctions in the middle. What will happen if you just get one paragraph? Then what rule will you apply? How will you choose the sentences? So many students panic at that point of time. They get puzzled, which sentences should I choose? And if you choose randomly, some of the sentence may or may not have all the relevant or more content related keywords. So if you use templates, again, both the techniques are working. I'm not saying this is bad or good. Copy paste, template, both are working. And it is only 7 points. So if you are not able to select the proper sentences, maybe you will lose 1 point, 6 out of 7. But this template where you are actually picking up all the nouns from the passage, only nouns. And again, we have an elaborate video on summarize written text if you want to watch that. We have talked about these techniques in detail. You just put the nouns in the template and voila, 7 out of 7. Absolutely. Secret number 8 related to your writing is because you are not reviewing your responses, because you're too slow typing and finishing the essay. So what happens is you don't get time to review your response, and what happens is sometimes you just type double spacing. While typing, you press space twice in between the words, and that results in problems. Punctuation problems are part of grammar. And again, you have to be very specific. There is one space after the comma, no space before the comma. One space after the full stop, no space before the full stop. So you need to keep some time aside at the end, at least 1 minute to 2 minutes, to review your spellings, to review these spacing or commas issues. And again, never try or to type everything in capital letters. This will result in a 0 score overall. It will not be checked. Right, the secret number 9 is related to the word count. Now, for write from dictation, we have already talked about how many word counts you have to, how many extra words you have to use. So don't use a lot. Stick to 3 to 4, rely more on grammar and context to help you determine which words were spoken. For essay, you definitely have to be in this range. Try to be in the mid range, 250. And the template, structure-based template, whatever you use will be somewhere around 130, 140 words. The remaining words, 120, 130 words you have to write, and that will fetch you a best score. For summarized spoken text, 50 to 70 for academic and 20 to 30 for core students. It becomes challenging for the core students because the word count is really less. So you have to just use very bare minimum template based structure, and so that you can put more content or context related to what audio you heard. And summarize written text in PTE academic, it's between 5 to 75, and again PTE core is only 25 to 50 words. So again, the word count is reduced, and in PT Core, you can write multiple sentences. In academic, you only need to write one sentence, complex sentence. Okay, that's why you have been using copy paste or template techniques. And so, and the 10th and the last secret, that is no secret anymore, is that you have to build your English with the help of the vocabulary and the grammar and the spelling, whatever is required to do well in the exam. We are sharing with you a lot of resources for free, as well as the paid forms in terms of memberships or live classes. Just choose whatever help and how much ability you have to spend. You can choose how much materials or things you need. For free users, there is a video playlist for vocabulary and spellings and many grammar videos that we publish every now and then. Use them. For the membership people, for the prediction file people who only need the latest exam questions, they can go for priority memberships, and people who need the vocabulary list, spelling list, grammar book, and the exclusive videos that are offered along with templates, you need to go for VIP plan. And the rest, if you are still struggling with whatever resources you have, you do need to take the live classes so that you can be helped a lot. 5 attempts, 6 attempts not helping requires live class training. Okay, that should be an eye opener for you. Now, in the meantime, if you have not watched the video that we published related to the PT exam changes in the June 2025, please go and have a look. And keep watching Edutrainex. I'll soon be back with another super informative video on PT topics. See you soon.